on a roll. Might as well keep rolling. Yeah. I hate to always talk about social media 24/7, but that's just like, I don't know. It seems to be the bleeding thing that's ruining everybody.
Well, it's always changing, so it's a good subject to talk about.
Yeah, it is always changing. And I think, like, it's funny because I'll hear people like that are, oh yeah, stupid social media, it's the worst, and da-da-da-da, I never use it. And it's like, yeah, but then, like, I've seen stuff that you post, so obviously you're using it. Or how are you commenting on the stuff that you're commenting on, like, even in conversation if you've never seen it, right? I'm no hypocrite. I'm no hypocrite. I fully admit to abusing all of it just as much as everybody else does. Otherwise, I wouldn't have any clue. I wouldn't have anything to talk about because I wouldn't understand it. But, yeah, it's whatever. Social media, everybody knows it's ridiculous. It's for entertainment, and it should be for entertainment only. The news portion of it is kind of a big joke. The news portion and experience portions, expert portions. Oh, I missed a pile back there, I think. Oh, I'll go back and get it on my way back up. What's your favorite gun to fire? There you go. New subject.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm really liking that old 270.
270?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a. That's my brother-in-law's. I think I'm gonna get a Bergara 270.
What is it? A Bergara? I don't even know that.
Bergara.
Oh, Bergara. Oh, Bergara. Yeah, okay, I know that is. Yeah. Bergara. You know what I'm looking for that I cannot find in Canada? I am looking for. It's the Ruger American Gen 2, but I want it chambered in 5.56. That's what I really, really want. Just for a fun range gun. Well, you could probably hunt with it too if you really wanted to. 5.56 is a little light for hunting, but I don't really hunt, so I don't really care. If I had to hunt something, though, I could definitely do it. But I've been trying to find one, and there's just none in Canada. I'm sure they'll restock one day, but I've been looking for months, and they're just not stocking them here. I noticed they have lots of the Gen 1s, the Rugers, but I don't want the Gen 1s because they had some weird stuff going on with them. But yeah, that's what I want. I want that, and I would also like a lever action in a 357 mag. I'd love to have like a Marlin or one of the Henrys, like the fancy X's or something, but those are like $2,000 rifles too, so it doesn't have to be anything that pretty. You know, the Canuck, which is like our Canadian brand, the Canuck one makes I think it's a R92 maybe, which is kind of like their copy version of the Henry X big boy, I think. It's kind of has like a tactical kind of look to it. But yeah, 357 would be pretty fun. And you can still fire your 38 special in there too. What caliber guns do you have?
I have my 243.
Yeah.
I have 30-06. I think it's a Savage 30-06.
Yeah, yeah. How do you like the 30-06 for firing? Pretty good?
So the one, it's my dad's. He's been hunting with it for years. I hate shooting it because it's like a polymer, like plastic.
So it kicks like a bitch, probably. Hey.
Yeah. It's so light.
Yeah.
It just sucks to shoot.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, my
30-06 is around.
My uncle has a solid. It's a 30-06. I think it is a 30-06. Is that's Springfield, right? 30-06, Springfield. Yeah. So yeah, that's what he has, a 30-06. And same kind of concept. His is wood, so it's got a beautiful wood stock, but like solid wood. There's no compression whatsoever. So again, it just kicks the living shit out of your shoulder too. Which, I mean, whatever. I get that's all good and all, but I like to actually enjoy shooting. I don't want to go home with bruises. Like I bought that Keltec KS7, which is like it looks like a Space Marine shotgun. My wife actually bought it for me for my birthday because we got our pals and I really wanted a cool looking shotgun. But it is the lightest shotgun I have ever fired in a 12 gauge, and oh my god, like shooting bird shot leaves bruises on me. Like, like I'm like, oh,
imagine 3/4 inch double lock.
Oh, no way! I won't even look at it. No, there's no way, not a chance. So I bought a new compression stock for the back because the one that's on it is just a solid. I don't even know if it's rubber. Maybe it's rubber. It's like it might as well be plastic though. It's just solid as a rock on the back. And I also bought this company called High Tech. They build like weapons parts and stuff like that. And they have a muzzle brake called the Howitzer 30 or 70 or something, I think it's called. And it's just like, it's literally identical to the ones they put on those Howitzer freaking giant cannons. And apparently it takes the recoil down by like 70% because of the muzzle brake on it. I imagine it's going to sound like a freaking rocket going off, but if it takes the kick out of it, frick, then it'll be at least a fun range toy to shoot. Because holy crap, does it suck right now the way it is. And then they have, like, on this one, it's got, like, a forward grip on it. But the forward grip is, like, this solid-ass plastic forward grip. And when you shoot it, your stupid thumb, like, where you hold the grip, your thumb actually comes into contact with the... I don't know what the hell it is. It's like the edge of the grip has, like, a little shielding on it. So when you fire, your nail basically slams with the full force of the 12 gauge into your freaking... right into your thumbnail. I shot it like twice and I was like, ow. I was like, no, I'm not doing this. That's stupid. So I ended up putting like a side mounted grip on it, or like a foregrip that's mounted sideways. And I was like, frick around. But yeah, I still love the gun. Like, it looks cool. It is the worst gun to disassemble that I have out of all my guns for sure. Because taking it apart is such a pain in the ass. And it looks great, and it's light, and it's fun, and I can't wait to put that freaking muzzle brake on it, and we'll see. I'll send you a picture of that in the Discord when I put the muzzle brake on it. You'll have a laugh. It looks ridiculous, but I'm going to see if it actually... I'm sure I know, based on videos I saw on YouTube, I'm like, I know that's going to definitely cut her down, so then at least if we're shooting birdshot, maybe my wife can get a round off. All my other 12 gauges have those Raptor grips on them. Like just the shorties, and I absolutely love those. They're just so much easier to shoot. Because I can shoot freaking slugs all day with that sucker. And accurately, too. Like, I'm like on target at, 30 yards. And it's pretty good. But the shoulder stuff, I don't know, man. Maybe my shoulders aren't built for that or something. I don't think anybody's shoulders are built for 12 gauge. It's just
probably not.
No. It's not.
We do it anyway.
Yeah, we do it anyway, don't we? I wouldn't mind like a little skeet shooter gun, like a shotgun, like in a semi-automatic or something. Because I don't have any semis; they're all pump. But I don't know, the pump shotguns I just feel are a little bit more reliable. My one buddy's got 2 semis, and they both like always jam at the range all the time, and he cleans them pretty like religiously too. So I don't know. He's got a Bellini and I remember what the hell the other one was. Remington, maybe? I think it was a Remington or something. But, yeah, pretty interesting, all the different combinations. But, yeah, I would love... the reason I really want that Ruger in... that, like the Ruger American rifle in a 5.56 or, 223, whatever, same thing. Well, one in a 5.56 chamber so that I can fire 223, but 223 and 5.56 are so much cheaper. Because I found one in a 240. It was either a 243 or a 270, but like the rounds are like freaking double the price, if not more, to buy them. And I'm like, frick. And since we're not hunting, I mean, if you're hunting and you buy 10 rounds and you're able to kill 10 deer with them, per se, you've got your money's worth out of that. But when I go into the range and I just want to freaking shoot shit and have fun, I'm not going to drop $300 to fire, 100 rounds.
Well, that's why I've gotten more into bow hunting. I can go buy a dozen arrows, and be able to shoot those for
a while before
years.
before they start to get all sketch.
A dozen bullets, that don't last very long.
No.
Hell, you waste half of them making sure you're actually sighted in.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's why we buy the cheap stuff. I have lots of 22s, like 22 caliber stuff, because it's just fun plinking guns, My wife, she's got 22s and loves them. She doesn't like the big boom stuff. I did get her to shoot my 12 gauge though, the one with the Raptor grip. Very heavy gun, but she pulled it off, and she's really little. She's tiny compared to me. and she was able to shoot it without an issue. So it's my vote for Raptor grips.
One of my favorite guns, and my dad's as well, is a 22 Magnum.
22 Magnum. Okay, I have not shot anything in a 22 mag.
Great gun.
Pretty gutty still. What can you like? Have you like varmint hunting kind of stuff, or like? Or are you guys just shooting for fun?
Take this wisely. You can kill just about anything with the right shot.
Okay, that's fair.
If you catch my drift.
Oh, it's true. Hey, you know what? I remember guys asking about that. People during COVID, there was all like the break-ins and people going crazy and stuff. And I remember on the gun forums, guys talking about using 22s for home defense or whatever. And basically the growing consensus was not ideal, but you know what? It's better to have that than nothing. And well-placed shots will make... If you shoot a guy with a 22, even a 22, who's coming at you in your house, yeah, it's not going to kill him right away. It might not stop him. But man, I bet you anything, it would make him change his mind really fast after the first couple rounds hit him.
Yeah.
Like, I have no doubt. I think it would work out just fine. But yeah, pretty wild.
I mean, we've killed pigs, rabbits, squirrels, snakes, you name it. We've killed it with that 22 Magnum.
Yeah, oh, I believe it. I mean, I've killed tons of squirrels, but those are 22 longs, not magnums. Is it just more, obviously more, is it a bigger bullet or is it just more powder behind it?
It's like an inch longer.
Okay.
I think, what, a normal 22 rounds, what, anywhere from like 20 to 25 grains or something?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
I think these are in the 50 grain
Oh, okay, so they're a bit bigger then, yeah. Bit more heft.
Or 40 grain, I believe.
Yeah. And then what's, it must have a higher velocity, I'm assuming, being a mag shot?
Mm-hmm. I can shoot out to probably 150.
Okay. Well, that's pretty good.
I wouldn't shoot any, like...
Yeah, you wouldn't, no kills probably that far, but you can get an accurate-ish grouping at that.
Yeah.
Most of my 22 stuff is all pretty low key. Like I said, mostly plinking guns, but I can get, at least on my one semi, I can get a pretty accurate grouping up to about 100 yards. And I mean, it depends on the ammo, because some of the ammo is god awful for the 22. It's just cheap shit, and it does not group nice at all. Even at like 75 yards, it doesn't group nice. But if you get the, like, yeah, the mini mag ammo and stuff, it seems to be pretty good. It all depends on what you're shooting, I suppose. But
so we have to use CCI.
Yeah, CCI. That's what. Yeah. So I've gone through Winchester Wildcat, which is the shittiest ammo I think I've ever fired. I had more like non-fire rounds come out of that box than anything I've shot. Federal nickel plated was actually pretty good, which is those silver ones. Those ones are actually pretty decent, but again, a little bit more expensive. But every single person I talk to says CCI is like the way to go. Mini mags and stuff are really good. But yeah, I don't know. Everybody wants cheap and lots of, right? So that's the hard part.
Yeah. Shoot Federal out of my 243.
Yeah, Federal, yeah.
I still like those.
Yeah, I got some for my shotgun, some Federal. I've tried all kinds of stuff. Shotguns really just, doesn't matter what you put in there, man. They'll just go. I put some terrible shit cheap ammo, and I put some really high grade stuff, and I've never had a misfire or a problem. It's always pretty dead on to get the round out of the chamber. But I like shooting like for practice. I do like slugs, but my one buddy says you can actually buy these low velocity slugs that have a little bit less violence in them for practice, like target shooting. And I think they're 1 ounce shots for the slugs. I haven't found them here anywhere, but I'm sure they're out there somewhere. But I'd love to get a box for trying, because most of the slugs I've shot have been either like the really heavy, long, or what do you call it, high brass ones or whatever, or the 3-inch mags are brutal. But pretty fun either way. I've enjoyed it. Always a good time killing things in the target range. My wife's got a new a little Henry 22. The hell is it? An H001. I don't know what the hell that represents, but that's the model number. It's just like an old Winchester style looking lever action 22. But you really wanted one with that wood stock and kind of the old cowboy look to it. So
I think one of our 22s is a Papoose.
Papoose.
And I don't remember what the other one is. The 22 mag's a Marlin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Marlins are pretty good.
The other 22 might be a Marlin as well.
I've got a Daria TM22, which is pretty much one of the last 22s in Canada you can buy that isn't banned right now. So I really like that one. It does have a little bit, it's really picky with ammo though. Like you get a lot of misfires on the shitty cheap ammo. So I've been pretty much feeding it CCI nonstop and it's been happy, but yeah, Daria stuff's pretty fun. I really wanted to get their they have like a semi-auto shotty. It's like the MK12 I think it's called, but they just banned that one too. So welcome to Canada. Stupid shit. Totally. That's how you fix gun violence. Actually, I think I had an FDR Logging episode where I talked about this and how stupid it is that they're banning guns from the people who buy them legally and go through all the background checks. Like, what are you doing? Here, we're going to stop cutting for a minute here until we catch up a bit. I'm starting to get little bits of tips here. Not terrible, but it's starting.
Oh yeah, cut quite a bit.
Yeah, look how many piles we got, but they're all separated, so it's working out. Actually, if you want to go be Mr. Grinder, entertain yourself for a bit. Yeah. But yeah, like take the firearms away from the guys that have to do the big background checks because they're the problem. Even though the majority of the gun violence that has happened in our country has all been from illegal weapons that were purchased on the black frickin' market. It's not like they ran down to Canadian Tire and bought a whole bunch of frickin' semi-automatics and went and shot up places. That's not what happened. And people don't go on a shooting spree with a 22 generally.
Yeah.
That's not the best choice of weapon to go on a shooting spree with.
No, that's what I was just talking to my mom the other day was apparently they're trying to raise like the age to buy a handgun to 19.
Oh,
or lower it to 19.
What's it now? 21?
21.
Oh, okay.
And I mean I understand it.
Yeah.
As someone who's young, yeah, I would love to go buy a handgun right now, but all at the same time I get why. I don't think it's a smart change because I get why it's 21 right now.
Yeah, because you know what? There's a lot of instability under the age of 21, right?
Well, that and like 90% of the gun crimes are all done with handguns or ARs.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So, say there's some depressed kid that wants to shoot up his school.
Yeah.
You just made it
really
9 times easier for him to go buy a handgun.
Yeah. And, I'm sure there's lots of people that will argue, oh, well, a couple years difference doesn't make a difference in mental stability. And it's like, well, it kind of does. Because you think about the times that people are in school, right? Like, how old are you now? 18. When did you graduate? You did graduate already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you graduated last year? So 17, 18?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, like, people that are currently in school, probably best to not be available to buy handguns. Because, I can think of so many things that happened in school when I was an angry youth. Like, you get into a fight with a bully, you get mad at somebody, you have the teacher piss you off, you have a girl that you like that didn't want to go out with you. Like, there's a lot more of that stuff happening in a very immature level at a school, right? So now, like you said, you get somebody who's like over the edge, depressed, has one of those episodes happen in a school environment, who's somebody already in school, and now you're offering easy access to firearms at a younger age. That's probably not the best combination. Right? So just right to your point that you just made, I don't think younger is a better idea for access. I think that's not good. I think education, like if you want to take, like I think it should be offered from the age of like 10 and up if you want to have your children go through a firearms safety course, right? Like to train them about gun safety. I think that's huge. I'm all about that. And I think anybody from the ages of 10 and up should be able to be brought in with their family if they're a gun hunting family and go learn that stuff. That doesn't mean you should be able to go buy a gun right away, but at least then you start getting fundamentals for gun safety if your parents haven't already taught you that, right? And you get to handle guns and you get to learn what they're all about and safe practice and stuff like that. Because the amount of guys that I know that went out and rushed up and bought firearms or used firearms that didn't have licenses and should have, that had like zero preference of firearm safety, was insane to me. Even up here in our liberal, crazy world of gun safety. But like tons of them. And I know lots of people that have inherited guns and from their parents or been given guns from their parents, and they still don't have licenses. And they've never taken safety courses. They don't even know how to like take the gun apart. They don't know how to load it properly. It's like, you shouldn't own it then. You know, like, if you don't know how to use the damn thing, right? It's like a car. I wouldn't expect somebody to like give them a brand new F450 freaking Ford pickup and never have driven a vehicle before, because that would be insane, right? It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's got to be some level of competency in training.
It's like, I totally get, someone wants to hurt somebody bad enough, they'll find a way to do it.
Oh, yeah.
At least with the age being where it is, it's one less step someone has to take.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Here, I'm going to park this over here, and then I'm going to bring the truck over, and I'll do a load, and then you can do a load, and then I'll do a load, and we'll do that. We'll do the back and forth seas. Because I don't want to put all this wood down for the next logging crew, lazy guys that didn't show up to come in and just load all the work we did. That wouldn't be any fun. That'd just be rude. That'd be bloody rude, sir. Is there a truck up top, or maybe it's at the mill?
I think it's at the mill.
Either way, it will get back up here. I like the, was that you with the skidder and the grapple?
I think so, maybe.
There's a skidder down here with the logging grapple in there.
Oh, yeah. I was bringing it up.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's right. I could just chill there. Yeah, this truck. Let's drive that back up there. Yeah, then you can load me. I'll bring it back down. And I'll load you, and we'll just, play it out. Till we get sick of this game. Which will never happen, because this game's amazing, right?
Yeah. I've already put 200 hours into it.
Scary. I don't even want to know between all of them. I guess Steam I could check. I just don't want to know. But I know it's lots. Somewhere between lots and too much, yeah. Combination of the two. I'm trying to remember. Oh, yeah, we're just on that slope there. I wonder if I should just go around down and then back up that road. Probably is the best way. Hey, I could probably drive right down there, but see how steep it is. But yeah, the whole gun thing is just wild, man. And I get it. There's a lot of people out there that are terrible and stupid and shouldn't be allowed access to firearms, but they are not the majority. And we have a terrible habit of the minority of people everywhere causing generalized rules that affect the majority in an unfair and negative way. With everything, not even just guns. But how do we fix that? We'll just vote in someone different. They'll fix it, right?
Yeah, totally.
I don't know what the answer is. Be responsible with things that you want to keep and hope to God no one else ruins it for you. You could use the Discord. That was a prime example. I can probably make it down this hill. I'm going to try it. The Discord, prime example, right? Lots of great people ruined by the minority. But it's also exhausting trying to keep up with the fixing the minority. Where do you want to load from? From there? You want me to face downhill or uphill?
Where are you at now?
I'm right behind you. But you want me to face... Yeah, that way.
I can just pull in.
Or actually, if I go the other way, then you don't have to swing. You won't have to swing all the way around. Here, I'll go up and down. That way you won't have to swing over the cab. You know, do it all professional-like. Do you want it in the middle or front bunk?
Front.
There you go. Beauty. We can turn this into a TikTok short after. I'll have to line up to a better spot here. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the answer is, man. Don't do drugs. I'd say stay in school, but I don't know if that's the answer either.
That might make you more insane.
Yeah, that might not make it better. Now go nice and gentle. The whole world's watching this load.
Yeah.
They're all going to comment on your loader skills.
They'll be like, see, now if he would have loaded more in the front and less on the back and less on the sides and more on the sides and more on the back and less on the front, I've been doing this for 85 years and
I almost wanted to make a series of short videos where we just did it absolutely wrong every time, just to be annoying to the people that wanted to comment on that stuff. Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh, yeah.
Like, swing over the cab and, like, use the top of the cab to, like, bang the loads on it and, like, to pencil on top of the cab and stuff and just be a total retard. I think that'd be funny as hell. Come on, that's kind of ideal.
Yeah. I saw a video of a guy, some, like, traffic light guy. They were doing something, and he was using the bucket on the excavator to just pound on this like concrete
just
structure.
Boom, boom, boom.
And I'm like, you know, that's not how I would do it, but you do you.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the comments underneath the video, I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
All the experts.
Everybody's saying, you're wrecking the bearings, you're doing this, you're doing this, you're doing... Man, you should see some of the excavators I've seen at job sites, man. Like, your last thing you're worried about is the bearings. The fact that the operator is able to get the bucket anywhere near it is sometimes blows me away with the way some people operate. So, yeah. I stopped caring. It's see, my thing is it your machine? That's it, right? Because I always see the comments like, oh man, if that was my employee, they'd be fired instantly. It's like, yeah, but he's not. So obviously the boss either doesn't know it's his machine or the boss doesn't give a shit. One or the other, right? You know? But if it's your machine, you have all authority to go in there, fire that guy's ass, or like, you know, discipline him because he's wrecking your equipment. Fine. I totally support that. But other people, it's like, whatever. But people have to comment on stuff because they're experts, don't you know?
They think their opinion matters.
Yeah, absolute experts. You switch sides, go to the other side of the pile? Or do you want to go down the road?
Yeah. I think I can get... There's a pile on the other side, right?
Is there? Oh, yeah, there's one on the other side there, too.
Oh, I don't know where